Good morning, everybody. It says we are live. This is Len Mooney, and it is Saturday morning, July 11th, and welcome to the 5 best sources of free leads on the internet webinar. And I wish somebody in the chat would tell me that you can hear me and see me. So I'm going to sort of drag my feet for just a little bit here, and there is a big delay between asking for something in the chat and actually seeing it there. So about a 45-second to 1 minute delay sometimes. I want to make sure that I'm really broadcasting and that you're really seeing me before we go to screen share and go into the slide presentation. Today we're going to talk about several sources of leads on the internet. And we're also going to talk about a little bit of background, starting off with a little background on the proper use of social media and how best to mine the internet for leads and for prospects. And one of the common complaints that people have is that they don't have enough people to talk to. And in the old days, before we had the internet, if we were in network marketing, one of the things we did is we lined up in coffee shops. Good, great. Thank you, Rick. We're lined up in coffee shops. You know, it's still a joke about standing in line in Starbucks to see if we can find somebody to talk to, somebody to prospect, somebody who might be interested in what we have to offer, or chasing people around the mall or the grocery store, or as Diane Hoffman talked about, hanging up signs in bathroom stalls. Well, we don't have to do that anymore. We have the internet, and we can go out there online and we can find people to talk to. And the honest truth is, finding people to talk to on the internet is actually quite simple. Now, sometimes it's not so simple to convert them and get them to actually buy something, but that's all right. Then that's the first step, is finding them and talking to them. I am going to go to screen share. Here we go. I'm going to share the entire screen. Here we go. And I'm going to ask you one more time, just tell me you can see the screen before I pull up the PowerPoint presentation, because once I pull up the presentation, I cannot see the chat. And so once the chat is blocked, I won't be able to tell if something is going wrong. So Rick, Larry, can you tell me that you can actually see my screen? And that'll be the last time I ask for about 20 minutes. And we'll go from there. So I'm just waiting to get one final confirmation, and we should be good to go. I should be presenting to everyone. So and we added new Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller. So once again, somebody just tell me finally that you can see the screen, the share screen here. It says I'm screen sharing. Can you see the screen share? Bob, Rick, Larry, somebody, anybody? Before we jump into the PowerPoint, at which point I can't see the chat anymore for a while. Can you guys see my screen? Yes or no? Yes, cool. Okay, there we go. Here comes the PowerPoint presentation. So the title of today's talk is the 5 best sources of free leads on the web without ever having to bug family or friends again. And let me just jump right in. Quick question. How would it feel if you could generate unlimited leads for free or very cheap? And I'll talk about what very cheap means in a little bit and why I threw that in there. The leads themselves are free. Sometimes building up the fan base in order to get the leads costs a little bit of money, and we'll talk about that. How would it feel if you could have more people to talk to and potentially close more sales? How would it feel if you never had to bug your family or friends again? Who's this for? This is for you if you want to grow your business. This is for you if you need more leads and more sales. It's most definitely for you if you don't want to pay for those leads and sales, because we're not going to talk about paid advertising today at all. And this is for you if you're tired of bugging family and friends. Now, most of you know my story, so I'm going to be very, very, very brief about this, and I'm only going to go back a few years. I've actually been in home-based businesses off and on since the early 1980s. I was a single parent for 14 years, and while my kids were living at home with me, I worked from home. And then after the kids left, I went back out into the corporate world again, and one of the things I ended up doing is owning a flight school in El Cajon near San Diego, which is the story of how I got to San Diego. In 2008, I had 120 students, 28 airplanes, 30 instructors, and by 2010, 15 months later, I had less than 20 students, 5 airplanes, and 2 instructors. We laid off 45 people in 2009, including my now ex-girlfriend. Funny how that works. When you lay off your girlfriend, she doesn't stay your girlfriend very long. It wasn't my fault, and she knew that. But she decided to go off and do other things. Look, the collapse of the school wasn't my fault. It wasn't anything we did wrong. It was the economy. It was the downturn in fall of 2008 that took the bottom out of the flight training business. In 2011, I sold the remnants of the school, moved to the mountains to rebuild and become a ski bum. And then there was a lawsuit that took out the rest of the income that I got from the sale of the school. So by 2013, I was completely devastated, and I had to rebuild myself. And I'm on the mend. I am making money every month now, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later on, but I am making money. So let me give you some misconceptions that we want to deal with. First, one misconception when people are new to this business is that getting traffic is hard. Traffic isn't hard. What is hard sometimes is converting that traffic, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. Another misconception is that bugging family and friends is a good way to get started in your business. Nah, flag on the play. And the third misconception is that cold traffic will convert easily. And I want to take these last two. First misconception, bugging family and friends. Frequently, when we get into this business, we are told by an overzealous sponsor that, and I'm going to quote, because this is exactly what I was told in one of the network marketing companies I jumped into several years ago. Exactly what I was told. It was, Len, everybody needs this product. Everyone's going to want it. Everyone's going to sign up. All you got to do is go out and show it to all your family and all your friends, and they're going to want to get involved. Just go show it to them. After about 2 weeks, I didn't have any family or friends. They wouldn't talk to me anymore. They wouldn't answer the phone. I knew a girl who had a twin sister, and her twin sister wouldn't invite her to Thanksgiving dinner because they didn't want to hear about her business. And the other misconception is that cold traffic will convert. There's a lot of methodology out there that tells you just run ads on Facebook, for example, and you can suck in leads. Run solo ads, suck in leads, get 50 leads in a day. Okay, I can run a solo ad. I can get 50 leads in a day. That's easy. I did it last week. I got 0 conversions, but I got 50 leads. They're all on my email list, and maybe someday they'll convert. I don't know. But cold traffic doesn't convert easy. We got to warm cold traffic up, and that's what this is all about today. It's about finding people and warming them up. So the biggest challenge is that family and friends are generally not interested, and cold traffic is cold. We got to warm them up. In order to warm them up, we got to have something to entice them. We got to give them something. We got to make them know, like, and trust us in the beginning. We don't have anything to give. So what do we do when we're sort of new to this game and we feel like we don't have anything to offer? But we need something in order to attract people to us, give them value, and we also need a way to keep track of the people that we attract to us. We need to build a list. We need to be able to send emails, things like that. And we'll dig into some of this stuff as we go on. And I know I'm moving fairly quickly through the beginning of this material. I want to get to the meat of it. We're going to go live. We're actually going to go to Facebook and do some prospecting live today. We're going to go into several different media and look at them. So I'm going to slow down when we get to the really good stuff. I want to keep moving quickly through background material. So the question then is, how does a newbie get started? And again, most newbies are instructed to make a list of, the cardinal number is, everybody knows 200 people. Just make a list of 200 of your closest family and friends And if you don't have 200 close family and friends, make a list of everybody you know, the guy you went to college with, your professor, your doctor, your chiropractor, and just start calling them. Yeah, right. Those of us who have been down that road know that it generally doesn't work out real well. And so what happens is that most people that are new to this business and go off down this family and friends route end up dropping out very quickly. They come in with the idea that they know a few people, Uncle Harry, Aunt Sally, that are going to be really excited and want to join them. And when Uncle Harry and Aunt Sally laugh them out of the room, they quit or they turn to the internet. So where are the leads on the internet? They're out there everywhere. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on Twitter, they're in Google+, they're on LinkedIn. We're going to look at all of these today, and they're in other places, of course, Pinterest, etc. We're going to look at several of these different areas and how to approach them. But, and here's the big problem, when you go out onto the internet today, go to Facebook, you'll see links all over the place. Links all over the place. Many newbies start spamming links. They don't understand that people don't respond. And once again, they get frustrated and they quit. Hey, I hung my link out in 1,000 different chat rooms and nobody signed up for my business. Well, yeah, look, if you've done any of this, if you've thought about doing it, if somebody told you to do it, it's not your fault. No one taught you the right way. So today, we're going to talk about the right way to prospect online. And I want to start with this. One of my bullet points that I told you is that I was going to talk to you about the soul of network marketing. The soul of network marketing is people helping people. It's not about people joining businesses. It's about people helping people. And Zig Ziglar said it the best: you can get anything you want in life, everything you want in life, if you will just help enough other people get what they want. And Winston Churchill said it another way: we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. The soul of network marketing is helping people get what they want. How do we find out what they want? Well, one way to not find out is to hang links on walls, spam groups, and hope somebody will sign up for your business. So on the internet, all the rules still apply. We don't spam our links. We don't throw spaghetti against the wall and hope it sticks. And quite honestly, much of what we see on the internet these days results in little or no traction, poor retention, no duplication. Look, you can spam your links all over the place, and maybe somebody will ask you what it's all about. Maybe somebody will sign up, but that's not a way to build a sustainable, duplicatable, long-term, solid business. So our goal of the internet is to meet and greet people. It's to be social. It's to find people who we don't know and warm them up. And once again, it's been said many times, people do business with people. They don't join companies. They don't join biz ops. They join you. Now, the wonderful thing about the internet is it expands your reach enormously. We can reach people that we could otherwise never reach. We can conduct meetings with people who are on the other side of the planet. We can have somebody from Australia or England in a meeting with us. We can, when we build a team, as we build a team, we can train them no matter where they are in the world. If you want to build a team in Australia, you can target Australia. It's easy to do. I'll show you how. And most importantly, you can conduct your business from wherever you are, from a beach, from a ski resort, or from that fabulous vacation resort you've always dreamed of. And now that you can afford it, you can be there. So, but social media is social. Don't abuse the internet. You wouldn't walk into a crowded bar and start shouting about your opportunity with a megaphone. Don't do that on social media either, or in groups, or in chat rooms. So what do? You talk to people. The next objection is, well, what do you say to them? How about hello? There's a form of prospecting called form. Pardon the use of the word form twice in that sentence in two different ways. A method of prospecting called form. Stands for family, friends, occupation, recreation, money or message, family, friends. You start a conversation with people by saying hi to them, asking them how they are, asking them about their family or their friends. I'll show you that on Facebook, finding people that are friends of friends and saying, hey, we have a mutual friend. How'd you get to know them? You know, things like that, where we're just opening a conversation. And look, if you were in Starbucks, you wouldn't tap the shoulder of the guy in front of you and say, hey, look, would you like to get in business with me? Well, if you were Cesar Rodriguez, you might do that, but you know, most of us wouldn't. And for most of us, that doesn't work out real well. So what we want to do is talk to people and get to know them a little bit. We want to find out what their pain is. And then if we have a fit, offer them a solution. But most people have a fear of rejection. And why is that? The reason we have a fear of rejection is because we have an agenda. We're approaching the person because we want to get something from them. We want to sign them up, got to get a customer, need a sale this week, need to make some money, got to do it, got to get somebody, got to get them. You got to drop the agenda. You got to approach people without an agenda. If you do that, then you can't get rejected because you're not pushing anything at them. If you push something at them, they can reject it. But our object is to not push. It is to pull. It's to meet somebody and attract them to us, to let them know that we might have something to offer them that they might be interested in. It's called attraction marketing. And by offering value, we attract people to us. So, if you were at a cocktail party, you wouldn't walk in with a megaphone and start yelling at people, hey, I have a business. Anybody want to come join me? You'd walk up to somebody. You'd find somebody that you're interested in. And you might say something to them. Hi, my name is Len. You look nice tonight. You live around here. You might pay them a compliment. Hi, nice tie. Love the dress. Do you work nearby? How's your family? Have you been on vacation recently? Et cetera, et cetera. You'd open a conversation. And then only if appropriate, you might say something like, well, you know, I got something I'd like to show you. Can we go somewhere quiet? Guys, I don't recommend that with girls. It doesn't always work real well. But look, that's what we want to do on social media too. We want to just chat with people, get to know them, find out what their pain point is, and then take them off the social media to offer them the thing we have to offer if it's a fit for them. So let's start into social media. Facebook today, 1.4 billion monthly active users. That's of January. I don't know what the current number is, but it's growing every day. Earth's population is 7.2 billion, so 20% of the planet is on Facebook. There ought to be somebody there to meet, greet, and talk to, and somebody there that even wants to join your business. Just got to find them. And why do you care? Well, simple. 890 million people visit Facebook daily. So your customers are on Facebook, and they're getting younger and younger. So what we're going to cover tonight, we're going to cover a quick review of the basics. We're going to review personal profiles versus fan pages, where to post, how often, finding your friends, getting your friends to your fan page, using the search function. We're going to cover working in groups and a few scripts. But real quick. One question that's frequently asked, I heard it again asked just yesterday in another webinar, should I work from my fan page or from my personal profile page? Do I need a fan page? And I'm going to tell you that the answer to that question is divided. The world is divided. It really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. But Facebook explicitly says that business should not be conducted on a personal profile. It should only be conducted on a fan page. Furthermore, Facebook doesn't permit you to advertise from your personal profile. You could only run ads from a fan page. Now, from a pragmatic viewpoint, many people prefer to keep their family and friends out of their business life. I heard hot market defined yesterday as the people that you know really well who would come rescue you in a snowstorm or something like that, and that you don't want in your business. Do you really want your mom in your business? Maybe not. And then another question is, how big do you want your audience to grow? Because your personal profile is limited to 5,000 people, whereas your fan page has no such limit. Now, you might be sitting there going, 5,000 people, my God, I only have 10 people right now. I can't even imagine 5,000. Yeah, but why start off building a fundamental limitation in your business? So I am going to recommend that if you're going to market on Facebook, you're going to have a fan page. And we'll talk just a little bit about what should be on that fan page. But I suggest you have one. If you don't have one, get started without it. You can still do a lot of prospecting on your personal profile, as long as you're very careful that all you're doing is reaching out and touching somebody and not doing business. Facebook's getting more and more finicky. They will shut you down. So I already said this, quoted directly from the first Facebook rules: personal profiles are for non-commercial use only and represent individual people. Frequently see posts on Facebook that say, hey, I wonder how many of my fans read my posts. I know not many of them do. This will be really simple. How many of you read my posts? Comment, let me know. You know why your friends don't read your post? I hope I said friends in there. If I said fans, take it back. I meant friends. You know why? Because Facebook doesn't show it to them. Facebook only shows your posts on your personal page to between 5 and 10% of your friends. Yeah, that's right. 90 to 95% of your friends never see a post you put up. They don't see them. That's why they don't comment. That's why they don't share. That's why they don't know what you're doing. But you can overcome that on your fan page. I'll show you how. And again, I said this, your personal profile has a 5,000 friend limit. Your fan page doesn't have a limit. So again, a fan page is a good place to be. And the way we work with the fan page is we can boost posts on the page so that more of our fans see our post. So we can run likes campaigns to our fan page to build it. And this is where the spend a little bit of money comes in. And we can boost posts so that more of our fans see our post. Facebook does not give us the option of doing that on our personal page, but we can do it on our fan page. So if you don't have a fan page, don't let it be an excuse for no action. Get started today. Let's build the fan page on the way. But don't use it as an excuse. Oh, I don't have a fan page, so I can't get started. Nah, get started anyhow. We'll jump off the cliff and assemble the airplane on the way down. I want to talk a little bit about the fan page, but before I do that, I'm just going to go ahead on out to Facebook now so that we're not all sitting here being bored by PowerPoint presentations. So I'm going to end the show, and I'm going to open up Facebook. So here we go to Facebook. Now, the first place we're going to land is on my personal profile, and there we see Adam Chandler in Telluride. I am so jealous. I love that guy. He's my hero. He lives the life I want to live. He's making money, he's skiing in the winter, goes to jazz festivals, drinks craft beer. I'm going to go to my fan page. A couple of things I want to point out about the fan page. First off, this is a picture of me. It's not a picture of my cat, my dog, my horse, my motorcycle, my car. It's a picture of me. And the fan page is my name. It's not my MLM company. You don't want to brand your business unless you own the business. If you own it, it's your, Len's hot dog stand. Okay, fine, you own the business. But if you don't own the business, if you're in an MLM, a network marketing company, something like that, you do not want that to be the title of your fan page. And why is that? Well, there are two reasons, maybe three. Reason number one, companies come, companies go. You don't know. I know that you think your company is the next best thing since rolled toilet paper, and it's going to be around forever, and you're going to be part of it forever. But you know what? Things change. Companies come, they go out of business, they get bad reputations. You change your mind, your downline, your upline quits, they change the comp plan, they change the products, you don't like it, you decide to quit, whatever. You don't want to build up a fan base that's predicated on liking your company. You want to build up a fan base that likes you, so that you can take your fans with you if you decide to make a change. So we want to brand you. Now, the other thing is the cover photo. I'm not going to argue this is the best cover photo in the world. I'm not going to argue it's the worst. I'm just going to tell you that I have it there because it reflects things that are important to me in my lifestyle. It's a winter scene. I happen to love winter. I love to ski in the winter. This is Kirkwood Meadows in the winter, and I love the place. And, you know, my former, don't feel sorry for me. This isn't a plug for any sympathy, but my former deceased wife is out there under the trees somewhere. And this is just a very special place to me. I'm a pilot. I like to do things. I like adventuresome things. I have a video. If you click on this video, you will get a very short little video about who I am and what I'm about. It's not a sales pitch. It's not about what I'm selling. It is about me. Get to know me, who I am, what I stand for. That's the important message I want to give you. Your fan page wants to be about you, not about your business. The other thing I want to point out is somewhere on your fan page is, invite friends to like this page. This is how you get your friends over to your fan page. So once you put your fan page up, you invite your friends to come like it. So you want to bring all your friends over, all the ones that you want to come over, because you want to be able to put your posts in front of your friends, and you can do that. So when you put a post up on your fan page, you can boost the post. And if you boost the post, you can put it in front of a lot more people than if you don't boost the post. So I'll give you an idea, for example. And I may have to scroll down a little bit because I put up a bunch of posts yesterday that I didn't boost. But here's one of my early morning videos. Has a organic reach of 23 people and a paid reach of 487 people. I boosted it. It's that simple. Organic is free, 487 paid. So yes, I paid $5. It's cost me $2.50 so far because I paid $5 to boost it, and they spent $2.50 of it so far, and they put it in front of 500 people that would not have seen it had I not boosted it. So this is how you can get your stuff in front of more people than you ever could on your personal profile. All right, look at this, 4,180 people reached this week, 270 post engagements. This is the critical point of getting your stuff in front of people. Now, one of the other important things to realize is that you don't want to just put sell, sell, sell. You don't, if you look here, what you're going to see is you're going to see ads for this webinar today, but you're not going to see any sales pitches. You're not going to see any links to my MLM or to my business. Well, you're going to see links to webinars. This was the MLSP webinar this week. Well, if you don't know what that means, we'll talk about it a little while later. We're going to talk about that. But it's not sales. It is content. And that's really very important. So when we come back off the slide or off the screen, the Facebook, when we come back to the slides, we'll talk a little bit more about what to post, how often to post, where to post. I want to show you a few other things. So here's something important. Let me talk about boosting posts for a moment. If I go to boost this post, it asks me who I want to boost it to. Now, there's a couple things that's important here. If you choose targeting, you got to be very careful about who you target. And the reason for that is if you choose people that you choose through targeting, that is cold traffic, and you got to convert that. If, on the other hand, you choose people who like your page and their friends, now you're boosting to people that have already held up their hand and said they like your page. Wow, what a concept. So here's the deal. You run likes campaigns. find new customers, promote your page. Click on promote your page, takes you out to an ads manager where you can run a campaign to get people to come like your page. And once you have people liking your page, now you can promote your posts. You can boost your posts to those people. You get your post in front of them, you have a better chance of getting engagement. Now, we can do a whole course on this topic alone, not a 1-hour webinar, a course on this topic alone. So I'm going to stop right there. I want to take you back to my personal page. And I want to talk a little bit more about finding people. How do you find people to talk to? Not just boosting your posts, but finding people. Well, there's this thing up there called a search bar. First off, you can search for people, but let's get a little bit more interesting than that. Let's say, for example, that you want to talk to realtors, and I'm going to say realtors in San Diego. And this is going to pull up a list of realtors who live in San Diego. Notice I click on people. Now, I have a large list of people. Now, why would I want to pull up realtors? Well, I don't know. Maybe you have a business that's attractive, that could be attractive to realtors. Maybe you're following people like Todd Falcone who tell you that targeting professionals is a good thing to do. You grab this guy like Dale Cowell and you send him a message, or you add him as a friend, or you look. Dale Cowell has 2 mutual friends, Shirley Hoke and Bob Clark. That's interesting because we have mutual friends. I should be, and I'm going to put words should, and I can't. I can actually send him a message that will go directly to him. It won't go to his other box. And if you don't know what the other box means, just ignore that for the moment, because I'm not going to cover that today. But we want to be able to find people that we can message. Now, I'm not particularly into chasing real estate agents right now, so I'm not going to send them a message. But the point is, the Facebook search bar gives you a way to target people. Let's say that you want, my daughter's a chiropractor, by the way. So I've not done a chiropractor search in San Diego recently, but again, I can come up with chiropractors, and here we go. So, and I may have to play with this search a little bit to get a list of people. Okay, I didn't get a list. That's interesting. You'll find out you have to play sometimes with these searches. I'll show you something here that's really intriguing. I just find this absolutely intriguing. If I put in real estate agents in San Diego, I'm not going to get anything. I get 2 people. When I put in people, it's going to tell me nobody's there. Yet a moment ago, you saw me put in realtors and get a whole list of people. So sometimes you have to play with this search depending on the kind of people that you're looking for. The search doesn't always produce a result. It's a little finicky. You got to play with it. But this is a way to find people that you can now target very specifically. Todd Falcone, in one of his trainings, teaches people to drive around the street and look at signs, real estate signs, and then go back, write down their number, go back and call them and say, hey, I was driving through the XYZ neighborhood, saw your sign. Looks like you're pretty active out there. Wow. And his line is, do you keep your options open for additional income streams? Now, I haven't targeted real estate agents, but that is certainly one way to do it. Let me show you a few other things. What if we looked at other people's fan pages? So let me go Todd Falcone. Now, what do we know about Todd Falcone? And by the way, Public Figure tells me this is a fan page. Okay, so that's where I want to go. Look at other people's fan pages. Now, what do we know about Todd Falcone? Todd Falcone is big into network marketing. Anybody who's on Todd Falcone's page is interested in network marketing. There's nobody here that's going to tell you, oh, that's a scam. That's a pyramid. You're going to go to jail. That's illegal. No, these people are into network marketing. So I'm going to tell you that you're going to find people here that you can talk to right away. Let's look at this. Let's just Sonia Line, I don't know how to pronounce that, but let me just grab it. Let me just click on it. Now, this is what you want to do. Follow this bouncing ball. I went to Sonia's page. I'm looking at her. We have 7 mutual friends. She's been online within the last 4 hours. She's active. She lives in New Brunswick, Connecticut. She is the CEO at Sonia Arsenault, an owner, manager, and leader at home. We have 7 mutual friends. And she might be a person I want to talk to. I have no idea. And I can talk to her about several different things. But here's what I can do. There are several things I can do. One is I can be bold and brave and quick and just click on add a friend. I don't want to do that if I don't have to. And the reason is, if you send out too many friend requests that go unanswered, Facebook doesn't like that. So there are 2 things we can do. We can follow Sonia. I just clicked on follow. I'm just going to leave it at default where I see her in my news feed. And then I can message her. And I can say, hey, Sonia. Now, my typing is terrible. And I'm just going to do a really quick message. Saw you on Todd's page and realized we have several mutual friends and thought I would connect. I'm just going to leave it at that right now. And the reason is that because of my time sensitivity on the webinar, I would, in fact, I'm not going to send that right now because it's a little too short. I've already written one for someone we're going to look at on another fan page that I'll show you a little bit more about what I would normally do. Because normally what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment on her page. I'm going to find something that we have in common besides just mutual friends. So let me not just send that right now. In fact, let me go to Ray Higdon's fan page. Once again, public figure tells me it's a fan page. Bingo, Ray Higdon. I'm going to go out there. And what do we know about Ray Higdon? Well, the first thing we know is that anybody that's on Ray Higdon's page likes network marketing. They probably like Ray Higdon. And so, again, I'm going to look at people that have commented on him. Here, Mary Joy, again, Sinens. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm going to go look at her. Here's Mary Jo. Mary Joy. Nothing is impossible. Okay, that's nice. I like this. I might share this. Be happy. I looked at this already this morning, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, so you know. When I do these webinars, I go out and I look at a couple of these things first so that I don't stumble too much when we get on the webinar, what I'm looking for. She has a mutual friend, Chris Stage. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually send her a message. I wrote this message this morning. You don't want to see me. You don't want to sit here see me typing messages. I'm going to follow her, and I'm going to message her. And the message simply says, hi, Mary Joy, compliment. What a pretty name. And I really sincerely mean that. Mary Joy, it's a pretty name. This is not a made-up compliment. I saw your comment on Ray Higdon's site and thought I would say hi. Chris Stage is a mutual friend, and in fact, I used to coach him. True. Now, what am I doing there? I'm putting in a subtle hint. Hey, I do coaching. I love the energy in your nothing is impossible banner, and that is true. I like it. I also see you're a stay-at-home mom. True. I was a single parent for 14 years and actually have a single parenting blog and website. So I'm picking up things that are in common between us. I'm following you, and if you send a friend request, I would accept it. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Talk later, Len. So what have I done? I've complimented her. I found some things in common between us. In fact, I've given her a couple compliments, and I've followed her, and I'm going to simply click send. Done. Now, is she interested in anything I have to offer? Not at this moment. She has no idea what I have to offer. Does she have a problem that I can solve? I have no idea. I don't know enough about her yet. But I just made the connection. I just tapped her on the shoulder and said, hey, nice shirt. You come here often. Let's see what happens. She may or may not get back to me. And I can show you that last week on this webinar, I did connect with somebody on the webinar who got back to me on the webinar. So This stuff can happen. I'll show you one more thing. I happen to like scuba diving. So friends of friends who like scuba diving. Let's see if we can spell it. See, you don't want to see me type. Friends of my friends who like scuba diving. Now, I'm a master diver. I love to dive. So, bingo. Now, this is an interesting list. I have to really think about this a little bit. It says Bill Morris, a friend of my friend who likes scuba diving. I'm not quite sure what that really means because I know Bill's not a diver. But I maybe have to think about how this is worded. Maybe I have to change it around a little bit. But the point is, I've got a long list of people here, and believe me, it's a long list, many of which I already know, some of which I don't, that I can shoot an email off to and say, hey, I was looking at friends of friends who like scuba diving. You came up on my list. Are you a diver? Look at this guy. He's jumping off a cliff or something. He might be interesting. Lounge chair marketer at Cabo Properties. Interesting. I might want to connect with him. That's all I'm going to do for right now on Facebook because we want to do some other things too. But I think you get the idea. There are lots of ways to go out onto Facebook, and all we're trying to do is talk to people, make that initial connection, and open a conversation, and find out what they're about, and move it toward, do we have anything to offer them? Okay, I'm going to close Facebook. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint for just a moment. In a second, I'm going to look at the chat again. So if somebody would just let me know in the chat that, yeah, you're seeing everything. Yeah, there's no problems. Yeah, you're digging this, hopefully. Let me just finish up with Facebook and we'll move on to Instagram. So let me summarize on your fan page. If you don't have a fan page, get in touch with me. I have a training module that will teach you how to put up a fan page in 15 or 20 minutes. You can have your fan page up. You want to use your personal name. We're branding You Inc., not your company Inc., not your dog or cat or your goldfish or whatever. You Inc. Want a nice picture of you. We want a nice banner that gives people a flavor of what you're all about. And on your banner ad, or on your cover photo rather, you want to avoid work at home, make money quick, MLM, network marketing, those words. No, Facebook doesn't like those words. You want to avoid them. You don't put up things like helping network marketers succeed. If you go out and look at the fan pages of people like Ray Higdon and Mark Todd Falcone and all the other people, you won't see anybody mentioning make money, work from home, etc. Not the leaders. You won't see it. It's helping you succeed, helping businesses, inspired networker, inspired marketer, lifestyle coach. You'll see a lot of things, but they don't talk about making money. Facebook doesn't like that. You want to connect your website to your fan page so that they can click on it. And if you don't have a website, that's another topic for conversation. Your About section wants to be filled out. You want people to know who you are. People really do go read that stuff. And you want your contact information. You're in business. You're a marketer. You want people to be able to get in touch with you. You want your email. You want your website. And I highly recommend a phone or Skype because, well, you want people to get in touch with you. You're trying to build a business. So I really recommend that you put your phone number there. And, if you're a lady and you live at home and you're alone and you're concerned about your privacy, get a Google phone or, get a phone that's just nothing but business, or it's not your home phone, whatever. There are ways to work around those concerns. But you certainly want people to be able to get in touch with you. And I do recommend having a Skype out there because lots of people are international. You don't want to be calling Australia and they're not going to be calling you. But if somebody from Australia wants to know what you're all about, you sure as heck want to be able to talk to them. At least I do. I love Australia. So now one of the things we need to talk about a little later, and we will, is what are we going to do with these names of people we collect? Where are we going to put them? We got to house them somewhere. We need to build a list. And we need to automate the process because we want to be able to communicate with a large number of people, tens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people. And If you're in business, you're building a list. Every business owner is building a list. It's an essential skill. And you do need something called an autoresponder. We'll talk about where to get these in a little bit. And you need a way to collect people's information in automated ways and ways to send messages to them. So we're gonna just touch briefly on that and then come back to it a little later. So once again, list building is an essential skill. Every business has it. What do you suppose the grocery store is doing with your preferred customer card? I get emails from Vons every day of the week now about Vons specials, and even restaurants these days, and you go in there, they have a terminal for you to enter your email address and get special offers. So we'll return to that. Let's go back to posting. Ooh, recommend. Told you I can't. I can spell, I can't type. Apparently I can't read either. Recommend. Posting. 3 to 5 times minimum a day, mix it up. Of valuable content, videos, great pictures, brainy quotes. If you're not familiar with it, there's a website called Brainy Quotes. You can go out there and get quotes or other inspirational quotes. Questions. Are peanuts good for you? Do you like pepperoni on your pizza? Ask questions. Try to get engagement. Get people talking to you. And when people do talk to you, talk back to them. Follow up. If they comment on a post or like a post, message them back. Thank them. Go to their page. Comment on their stuff. The more you comment on their stuff and they comment on your stuff, the more of your stuff they see without you paying for them to see it. That's how Facebook decides who they're going to show your stuff to. But leave meaningful comments. Hi, great post are not meaningful comments. Invite them to like your fan page. And assuming you're working from a fan page, you want to get as many people over to your fan page as you can, because that gives you a very convenient way to communicate with them. And then here's some examples of scripts that I use. You saw me write one a few minutes ago. I actually wrote it before the webinar and put it out there. But hey, first name, I was poking around in my friends of friends and see you like scuba diving, or you like whatever it is you put out there. You're a chiropractor. You're a real estate agent. My daughter's a chiropractor. We seem to have several friends in common. I love to dive. Do you have a favorite place to dive? Whatever the thing you like to do is. You like baseball, football, basketball, mowing the lawn. Doesn't matter. Put it out there and just connect with people. I like your profile. I looked at it. I love your profile picture. It has a lot of energy in it. Pay them a compliment. Just get to know them. Loved your cover picture. Dynamic, full of inspiration. We have a bunch of mutual friends, including, and I thought it'd be fun to connect and say hi. What do you do? Just connect. Just get to know them. And when possible, like you saw me do, follow people. You can follow them for a while, see if they follow back. Frequently they do, sometimes they don't. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. If I followed them, they haven't followed me in a couple of days, I may poke them again, I may not. It depends on the mood I'm in and how many people I'm poking around with. And I do keep a cheat. You're welcome to have a copy if you want. I know you're not going to read this while we're sitting here, but I write down people's names, whether they're new and if I'm following them, where I met them, how I met them, whether I've sent them a friend request, whether I got their, because the object is to get their email. Ultimately, the object is to get them onto your email list. And then have I sent them a link to my primary business, my MLM, and follow up. So those are the sorts of things I track. And yeah, we're all online, and this is an Excel spreadsheet, but I like to have a piece of paper laying next to me. It's just easier for me to work from paper, and that may identify my age, but nevertheless, it's easier for me. So we already did this. We went live. We looked at fan pages and search functions. I didn't go to the other inbox. We looked at groups. Oh, we forgot birthdays. You know what? Does everybody? You know what? Let me just. This is so important. This is just so important. Bob. Yeah, Bob. Let me go back out there. You got to do this. You got to know this. This is so important. So I'm going to go back to Facebook. Just to make sure that everybody on here is aware of this. Look, I'm on my personal page, and okay, events. Emma Rice's birthday is today. Every day, your friends who have birthdays today are going to be listed on your page. And here's what I recommend you do. You don't go right on their wall. you go and leave them a personal message. And the message is, hello, Emma, happy birthday. I'm going to go ahead and type this. Sorry, I hope it is a great one. Any special plans? Now, this does two things. You can be guaranteed that everybody in your friend list, which I have about 700 now, you have an excuse to connect with, a good excuse to connect with them, at least once a year. Secondly, there's an open question here. Any special plans? I have never had anybody not get back to me and say, thank you. I'm going to do, or I'm just staying home, or I'm going to dinner, or I'm visiting my daughter, or something. They get back. And then a day or two later, I'll follow up and say, hey, how did it go? Did you visited your daughter? Did that go well? Did you have a great time? Yeah, look, what do you do with your life these days? Just again, we're opening the conversation. Don't pass up that opportunity to connect with people in a very, very non-threatening way. Okay. All right. I assume everybody is seeing us, so let's go back. I'm just going to keep plugging along. I know it's getting late. I want to go to, where are we going to next? We're going to be going out to Instagram in just a moment. Instagram. Why do you care about Instagram? 300 million monthly active users, that's why. 75 million daily users, 77 million US users, 28% of the US population is on Instagram, estimated to reach 106 million in the next couple, 3 years, and it's not just for young people. Now, many of us, and you know what, I'll admit to my age, not completely, but I didn't grow up with a smartphone. And I mean, heck, I didn't grow up, I mean, look, I remember black and white television. I hate smartphones. I mean, I love them. I love what they do, but I hate trying to type on a silly little tiny keyboard. You don't have to. So let me show you how to get started on Instagram. The first thing you've got to do with Instagram is you got to open an Instagram account. And the only way to do that, is to use your smartphone to open the account. You have to open the account on a smartphone. I want to go back and see if maybe I want to go back and see if I missed the slide here. Nope, okay. All right. And then once you have the account open, you have an option of connecting your Facebook account and adding your Facebook friends. Do it. Get your friends there. And now start posting great content. And you say, well, I don't like typing on that teeny tiny little keyboard and creating pictures and et cetera, et cetera. Let me show you how to do it. We're going to go live. We're going to use a piece of software called Canva.com. And then we're going to use an application called OnlyPut to schedule our posts on the Instagram. So I'm going to stop the slideshow, and I'm going to take you to something called Canva.com. Now, there are other editing softwares out there. Canva.com is not the only one, but it's the one that I happen to use. So I'm going to show you how to use it. First off, Canva.com is a free application. You don't have to pay for it. However, there are some paid elements. Secondly, Canva.com has lots of templates. Notice an Instagram post here, Facebook post, Facebook app, Facebook cover. You want to create your own Facebook cover? You can do it right here. Canva.com is very simple to use. And if you need any help with it, ask me, I'll help you. But let's just do it. Let's create an Instagram post. So I just clicked on, you may not have seen that. I may have gone too fast, but I clicked on the template that said Instagram post. Now, I've uploaded some pictures. So all I have to do, if I want to upload a new image, all I have to do is click here and it'll take me out to my computer and I can upload images. But for the sake of brevity, I've already uploaded. So let me just pull this one over. Bingo. There is my Instagram post. Now I can expand this so that it fills the whole page. This is really what I want to do. And we happen to be promoting some solar energy stuff right now. So I'm going to throw in a little bit of text. How much can your roof Save you. Okay, I'm going to change the color of the text, make it white. Now, I realize that I'm going fast. I'm going to make that text a little bit bigger. I realize I'm going fast, but all of this stuff, every bit of this stuff can take hours. We can spend, there are whole courses on how to do Instagram. There are whole courses on how to do Facebook, not a 1-hour webinar, but courses. So there we have an Instagram post. How much can your roof save you? It's very, very simple. All I got to do is download it as an image. And that was free, doesn't cost me anything. There are lots of elements over here in canva.com that do cost $1, a whole $1 if you use one of their backgrounds, for example. I don't want to post it or anything, but here it is. I'm going to open it. I want to save it and just save it as a, I don't know where I'm going to put it. I can't remember where I put my Instagram file now. I may have to, let's see. Honestly, I don't want to waste your time with this, and I honestly don't remember. Maybe it's here. Okay, Instagram training pictures. Okay, there it is. Good. I found my Instagram file. Okay, fine. It's saved. Now, I want to post that to Instagram. We are going to, let me close all this. Close everything down so I'm not taxing the computer's bandwidth. I'm going to go to only put. All right, is everybody still here? I see Elaine, yes, fantastic. Oh my God. Rick, Rick, are you still here? Elaine is here. You can hear me, you can see me. Let me know you can hear me, you can see me. Fantastic if you can. Oh my God, can you believe that? Can you believe that? All right, let me go back to screen share. Let me pick up right where I left off. Just really quickly go through Twitter and try not to hit the wrong button again. Present to everyone. And so, Twitter. So here's Twitter. And, you know, you can see, you can set up a Twitter account, and here's Twitter. Here's the links from all the stuff I've been doing recently. Here's my YouTube videos, Coffee with Len. And you can see Twitter. I've got 326 photos and videos out there, and people following me, etc. So 860 tweets, 99 people following me. I'm following 99, 130 people following me. So again, Twitter is another place to go do this stuff at. Being careful to just close Twitter. I want to show you LinkedIn. What you want to do with LinkedIn, and there's a whole training on this too, what you want to do is LinkedIn is pretty much go to the interests, go to the groups, and join some groups. So I belong to the San Diego Entrepreneurs and Exchange Group, or the San Diego Entrepreneur and Small Business Meetup Group. And you go to the groups and you meet people in those groups, and that's one way to do it. And there are several pretty good trainings on Instagram out there, or on LinkedIn out there. And again, today we're not going to be able to go into the training. And the last place is to look at is Google Plus. And Google Plus is is my Google Plus account. No, my account. When I go to my Google Plus account, that one. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, it's giving me a sign-in problem. You know what? We're not going to do Google Plus this morning. It's given me a sign-in problem, and I know exactly why, and I got to go back out there and fix my login on Google Plus. So let's just go back to the PowerPoint. So we stopped with the easiest way. Let me look. I want to make sure that I'm still sharing. Everything's being shared to everyone, and let me just go back. So here's the deal. Here's the dealie, Bob. We talked about LinkedIn. 35% of the users access LinkedIn every day, and there's over 1 out of 3 professionals on the planet has LinkedIn. So a lot of people, like Todd Falcone's, one of his big things is target professionals. Go out to professionals, and they're a lot easier to talk to and deal with than sometimes people you find on Facebook. And 41% of the people access LinkedIn on their mobile devices. So you can get people when they're on the run, in their car, picking up their kids, etc. Twitter, 500 million tweets a day, 302 million active users. So you need to be posting your stuff on Twitter. And Google Plus, 1.2 billion people using Google search. They're out there every day. So the point of all this is, and I want to go back to what I said about your Facebook fan page. Everything applies. You put up a good profile. You put up a picture of you. You make it be what you are about, not your business, unless you own the business. And you put content up there that has value, and you invite people to come to your website or your blog or your fan page and learn more about you. You connect with people. You don't spam them. You don't sell them. You take them offline for the sales pitch. You get them on the phone. You talk to them. So I hope you've gotten value so far. And now I want to take you one next step. Everyone who's making a lot of money out there on the internet has multiple streams of income. There's no one with just one piece of business. So here's the big question. When you're meeting people out there, 8 or 9 of the people you talk to are not going to want to join your primary business opportunity. They're too busy, they're too rich, they're too poor, their Uncle Harry tried that 20 years ago and it didn't work. Whatever. They're afraid to tell their wife. And frequently no means not now. So there are 2 questions. What do we do with those people? How do we monetize them? How do we find a way to give them something that can help them and can put a little change in our pocket? And how do we stay in touch with them? Because no frequently doesn't mean no, it means not now. When your Uncle Harry says he doesn't want to join your business today because he's too busy, 6 months from now, when he gets his layoff notice, it might be a different story. So how do we stay in touch with them? How do we form those bonds? How do we drip feed them valuable stuff so they know who we are, and when the time is right, they come to us for the solution? So the truth is, all top earners have multiple streams of income. They have affiliate products, they have continuity income, and continuity income means income that you get monthly. They have their own products, and in addition, they have their primary business, which is their MLM or network marketing company. So would you like to know how to do that? So fasten your seatbelt. I'm going to lay the groundwork. Most, if not all, of the big money earners do something we haven't even talked about. It's called a funded proposal. They have multiple income streams, as I said, and their network marketing company is only one of their 4 income streams. So how would it feel if you could make money off almost anyone who, the 80-90% who says no to your primary business? You had continuity income that paid you every month. You had affiliate products to sell that paid you 100% commissions, by the way. And you had pre-made product campaigns with sales funnels that you could market today. How about if you had a customer resource manager that made it simple and easy to track everybody you talk to, so that when John, who you talk to today, calls you in 6 months and says, I just got laid off, you can click John and pull up, oh, John, yeah, last month we were talking about 6 months ago. Oh, you had a daughter in college. How's that going? You can know everything about John, even though you haven't talked to him in 6 months. It's all right there at your fingertips. How about if you had an autoresponder where you could, what is an autoresponder? It's a way for you to keep track of people and send them pre-written follow-up messages, newsletters, and message sequences. And if you had a state-of-the-art webinar platform, such as the one that I'm talking off of today to sell from, and you had training available in every marketing method imaginable, how would it feel for you to wake up in the morning and see this message in your inbox? This was only 2 days ago. Congratulations, Lynn, you've just earned a commission. Thank you. So I want to introduce you to My Lead System Pro. If you're not in there, you ought to be. And if you are in there, I'm giving you some hints for how you can potentially attract other people to come join you up. MLSP, come join up with you. MLSP is unlike anything else available on the market today, and this is not hype. I have truly come to love this platform. It's a marketing, lead generation, and training platform. It's not a primary business. And therefore, when your MLM company tells you you can't be in another MLM, you don't have to worry. MLSP does not compete with your primary business. It provides you a way to market your primary business. And it also provides a community of supportive people to help you succeed. And it comes complete with its own Facebook support groups, internal support groups, and etc. So there are 17 reasons why you want to join MLSP, and I've only given you a few of them. $100 per month per person, front-end commission. That's the continuity, and that's for folks who join you in mastery. There is another level, and I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. As of today, there are 20, and I think the number may have gone up, but there are 27 standalone products that offer up to 100% commissions that you can sell for between $5 and $477. There are 7 years of top-notch marketing training strategies in the vault that you can access. There are weekly webinars, What's Working Now workshops, daily wake-up calls. There are 13 pre-made high-converting lead magnets, funnels that are great for people that are beginning. You can offer them to customers. There's social media and email swipe copies for many of these so that you can, if you have a list, you can email them to your list or post them on social media. You can promote up to 3 business opportunities, including your own MLM. There's pre-written autoresponder sequences that include multiple income streams in your business op. There's a contact resource manager, which in my humble opinion is the best in the business, so you can keep track of all your people. And there's a thing called the funnelizer that lets you make your own stunning capture pages if you don't like the ones that are already made for you. And if you're a beginner, I recommend staying with the ones that are already made for you for a long time, because there's plenty out there for you to begin to work with. And look, you got to try MLSP out to really understand what's there. This is the training vault, the contact resource manager, the funnelizer, Facebook marketing, Twitter marketing, LinkedIn, meetup groups, Instagram, Google+, everything we've talked about today, there's a training on. And you can access much of that training at no charge if you're a member. There's search engine optimization, copywriting, blogging, content and article marketing, blah, 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 on and on and on. I'm not going to read all these to you. Facebook paid marketing on YouTube, Facebook video ads. These are webinars that you can access. How to call your leads, how to talk to them, how to prospect, how to get leads. Storytelling for profit, hugely popular. All this stuff is out there. It's all available to you as an MLSP member. You can access all of this for a mere $10 startup trial. It's a 10-day, $10 trial. If you don't like it, ask for your money back. If you don't feel like you got $10 worth of value, ask for your money back. They'll give it back to you. They don't want your money. Now, if you decide to take the trial, I will personally help you set up your system and get you started. I'll send you free training videos that I have that will help you get started, and I will work with you until you, well, the word comfortable there is a tough word because it may take you a long time to get comfortable. There is so much out there, but if you work with me, I will guide you through the system. You have to be coachable. You have to do what I tell you. Can't go off on your own and start doing things I tell you not to do. If you do that, you'll get yourself in over your head and get confused. Now, in the interest of total disclosure, $10 buys you a 10-day trial. What happens at the end of 10 days? There are two levels of MLSP. There's the mastery level, which I highly recommend because you get everything, absolutely everything, and that's $149 a month. But you get all of the products to sell, the 100% commission products. You get the full vault. You get everything else complete. No gotchas, nothing hidden. If you join at a lower level, university level, $50 a month, there are some things that you don't get. You don't get all 7 years of training in the vault. You don't get 100% profit products. Your product, you sell the products for 30% instead of 100%. And you don't get Funnelizer. I'm going to tell you that in the beginning, you don't probably need Funnelizer, but the 100% profit products are pretty interesting. But anyhow, there are certain things you don't get at the $50 level. And I recommend strongly, if you do get into MLSP, if you can afford it, you get into Mastery. $10 10-day trial. Here's a couple. Look, I could give you thousands of testimonials, but I'm only going to give you two. You can read faster than I can talk. MLSP. This is Mark Harvard, one of the biggest names in the business. It changed my business. Before getting started, I knew nothing about marketing and lead generation. Now, because of this incredible community, awesome lead generation system, and the training that it has provided, I've generated over 5,000 leads. I'll be forever grateful for My Lead System Pro. From the Pescasolitos, Michelle Pescasolito does all the Facebook training, and her husband Bill does all the how to talk to leads and close them training. He is the world's whiz on the telephone. Before joining MLSP, we were frustrated, and this is true. Michelle was a single stay-at-home mom with 2 kids, no income, and basically reduced to tears, tried to figure out how she was going to survive before she found MLSP and got involved. And she has now built a I know it's a 7-figure business. I mean, they're well past $1 million a year, and maybe a lot more. I can't tell you where they are, but I can tell you that it's big. And thanks to the exposure that MLSP has given us, we're successful leaders within the industry, and the support from the community is second to none. So this is 2 of hundreds, thousands of testimonials. You can find many more testimonials on the MLSP website. So the bottom line is this: $10 gets you a 10-day free trial. I will personally assist you to get your system correctly set up and ensure that you get started and help you as much as I possibly can. I'll send you free video trainings on stuff I've done to help you get started. The final step is yours. lenmooney.com/MLSP trial will take you to the $10 trial offer, and I am going to come off the slideshow and, at the risk of not hitting wrong buttons, come off the screen share. So I'm back, and I am going to, at the end of this, I'm going to redirect anyone who wants to. Sorry, I'm typing. I cannot type and talk at the same time. I hope it's MLSP trial. I hope that's the right one. Anyhow, I will direct everybody. I didn't show only put what happened to it, Rick. I thought I did. Anyhow, okay. If anybody wants to stay on, we can go right back there and do only put. Does anybody have any questions? Are you still seeing me and hearing me? I hope. I hope we're all okay. Everybody there? Any questions? There's a lag. There's a time lag between the chat and and my asking you. So I'm waiting to see if everyone is still there. Can you hear me? Can you see me? And Elaine, assuming you can still hear me, yes, there is a replay. I cut out. Oh boy. So I have no idea how much of what I did you saw. Okay. All right, does everybody want to go back to only put for a few minutes? Elaine, if you have the time to stay on, anybody who wants to, if you have the time, I will go back to only put. I'm trying to understand what did Rick, did people see the MLSP portion of the presentation? Because I think that's pretty important for people to understand where they can get more information and additional training on all these strategies. And Elaine, I'll jump back to only put in just a minute. Gone from Canva all the way through the entire thing. Could you hear me? Okay. All right. So Canva is the only thing that we missed, pretty much. Let me go back to Canva. Okay. Let me go back to Canva, and then we'll go from there. And anything else you want. So let me just go to screen share. Don't know why Canva didn't come through. There's screen share. I'm sorry, not back to Canva. You got Canva. So what I'm going to do is bring up only put. So hopefully you're seeing my screen now. Present to everyone. There you go. And only put. Where are you? Come here. Only put. Okay. So hopefully you can see only put. Here's the only put dashboard. Now, I clicked on this plans when I was first here. I'm on the $12 a month plan, and that's basically all I need for everything I do. So let me go back. And here we have only put. So I'm going to click on add a post. And I'm going to choose a photo from my PC. So I'm going to load from PC. And here's where I have the photos. And here is where I put that picture that I did in Canva. So let me just click on it and bring it over. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay, there we go. So there's the picture. I get to choose aspect ratios. I don't play with these. I just tell it next. Then there's these filters. I don't play with these. I just tell it next. I'm interested in expediting. Okay, there we are. There's our Instagram post. Now I have a text field here where I can type in whatever what did I do? All right, I typed in a bunch of stuff and now I loaded a preview. Let me go back. That went interesting. Only put. All right, add the post. Choose the post from my PC. Open the post, put it in there. We won't be so, rambunctious about typing into that field. Now, by the way, while this is loading, how do people find you? When you created your Instagram account, like everything else, go next here. When you created your Instagram account, you have an About You section. In your About You section of Instagram, you put your website, you put up your contact information, so that when people go there, and here's my filters again. I'm not going to play with the filters. When people go there, they can click on your About section and they can find out more about you. Okay, so here's my Instagram post, and there's my picture. Here's my text field, so I can type. I'm going to type it. I'm not going to touch it, so I can type in my text field. Okay, I can do that. What this post is all about. I can add little things. I can add hashtags, and etc. And then I can either schedule the publication or I can hit publish. So I can actually come in here and I can schedule. If I want to publish 3 to 5, say, times a day, for example, I can actually sit in here and publish these things. So Only Put is extremely simple to use. And once I click that publish button, that post is going out to Instagram either immediately or whenever I've scheduled it. So let me close this. I don't want to publish this right now. So that's Only Put. Very, very simple to use. Now let me close Only Put, hopefully without closing webinars on air. Can't believe I did that. Yeah. Okay, so that's Only Put. And if you need more help with it, just get in touch with me. You know, I'll help you. Okay. What else cut out? Is there anything else that you would like me to go back to? Anybody? Just let me know in the chat. Now, we've been in here an hour and a half, so I'm willing to stay all day. I'm worried about your time. So, Elaine, does that answer your question? I'm going to wait. I hope you forgive me, but I'm just waiting for somebody in the chat to let me know if there's anything else that you want to see before we go ahead and sign off today. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Maybe I guess I may have to give this webinar again in the future just to clean up the. I may re-record parts of it, but yeah, the big thing is I apologize sincerely, but when I went ahead to close wherever it was that I dropped the webinar on, I just hit I hit the big close button instead of the little close button. Okay, so yeah, so we're what does the yes mean, Elaine? I don't know what the yes means. Are we okay? Yes means we're okay, and everyone's tired and wants to go. Get on with their Saturday. I don't blame you. So again, I'm sort of hanging on. All of these techniques, by the way. What's my daily routine? Oh my God, Elaine, why don't you ask me that in a private message, and I will send you my daily routine. It will blow your mind. I mean, it's big, and I have a spreadsheet that I run off of. So I'll be happy to send that to you. Just connect up with me on Facebook or email or something. Are we connected on Facebook, Elaine? I hope so. And I mean, the only reason I would just send it to you is if I just put it up, if I just screen share and put it up here, you won't get any value out of it. It's a pretty comprehensive spreadsheet. You won't be able to see it, so I'll just send you the spreadsheet. Okay. So if anybody has anything else, now would be a good time. I'm going to give you, and again, because there's a delay in the chat, and I don't quite know how long it is, I'm going to give it another minute or so, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it down. assuming nobody has any other questions they want to ask right now. There is a replay available. It may be in 2 parts. I don't know, because I'll be closing it down and starting it up again. And if needs be, I will pull those pieces together and try to integrate it into one, and either probably send you an email when there is a replay that is in one piece. Okay. All right. I take it that nobody else has anything else. So having said that, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I hope you got value. Larry, Rick, Bob, and I think there was a couple other people on that came in and then left. I know I saw a note from somebody that said she had to leave. So that's good. So going once, going twice. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the redirect just for giggles. So if there's anyone here who doesn't have the MLSP trial, yes, it does. Yes, it does, Elaine. I'll send you the link. I'll put the link up anyhow. So if there's anybody there that it doesn't have the MLSP trial or is interested, I'm going to just send you to the link. I think, Elaine, are you in MLSP, Elaine? And if any of you who are still on here are getting bored and want to drop off, you won't hurt my feelings. We've been here an hour and a half, and I don't want to keep you captive. So. I'm doing one other thing, folks. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Then everyone who's on here is already in MLSP. So there's no sense me sending you to a redirect, because you don't want to take a trial. I don't blame you. All righty then. We're going to stop the broadcast. That's it for today. Thank you, everyone. I hope you got value. Chat me up on Facebook if there's anything I can do for you. Hit me up, and we'll talk again. And Elaine, I will just again PM me, and I will hit you up with my DMO. We'll talk later. Bye for now.